Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Green Raven here. All right, the Nintendo Switch, and the only game that anyone's playing, Zelda Breath of the Wild. All the cool kids are talking about it, so my turn. Actually, that's not how I do things, but that is something that I want to do today. That's why I'm turning on Shakes and Fidget. Okay, so just let's do this quick thing here. La, 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 la. Oh wow, I forgot how little my other account earns. Alright, let's go with 3. Alright. Hey you goofball. Do you need a job? I need a golden suit of armor made out of copper. Okay. Hike to the Black Forest. There you'll meet my contact. She'll give you the goods. Just make sure that the armor is gold plated, but not made out of massive gold. It could get heavy. Did you get that? Yeah, sure. Why not? Alright, so, rambling time. Now the thing is though, I haven't actually played it much or at all. I've mostly just been watching my brother this past weekend. Not that it matters too much in the grand scheme of things. My brother got it on Friday, and it is currently a Tuesday, so it's been like 3 days. The thing is, as I said, I haven't actually played it myself. I've mostly just been watching him, so that's why I'm not doing an actual full, like a mailbag episode thing. That's why it's a quick mini rant. Well, quick by my standards. Anyway, so I already posted most of this on the forums today. Give me a second here to take a sip. All right, so I already posted most of this stuff on Angel's Spire. So if you read that today, then you more or less know what I'm talking about. So let's start with the Nintendo Switch itself. So first of all, yeah, I'm saying a lot. I just noticed that it's starting to bug me. Almost did it again. Anyways, so first off with the Nintendo Switch, I really don't know much about it. We got the Wii, right? And we have like a grand total of 5 games for it. We got like Mario, Galaxy, Zelda Twilight Princess, Metroid Prime 3 Corruption, Smash, Wii Sports, and then like 2 or 3 shovelware games. Literally, the entire life cycle of our Wii was 5, 6, 7 games. So it didn't really get much use. When the Wii U came out, we just kind of looked at each other and shrugged. The controllers, the whole, flat screen controller thing seemed nice, but we were like, the PS3, PS4 just provides more. So, when the I'm getting things confused. So when the Switch was announced, I just really didn't bother. It really looked like a Wii U Mini because of the whole, control scheme. So I honestly didn't even bother looking anything up about Zelda or the Switch itself. So I literally know nothing about this. I didn't get on any hype trains. So the Switch itself, it's nice. It's pretty freaking amazing. It's technically a handheld. It's considered a handheld, which projects onto a TV. But there's a few things. Nat pointed out that her brother's already pestering her to get it. My brother, unfortunately, has no patience, so he bought it all by himself. So, anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so there's quite a few things I wouldn't say are wrong with it, but there's definitely a few areas that could use some improving. Apparently, there's a controller sync issue. Nat mentioned that, and I mentioned that to my brother, and he's like, yeah, that's definitely a thing. The left controller, I think is it that he said, is slightly slower to respond, among other things. So, now the biggest thing for me and for me and my brother, was the controller. The mini little controllers, what are they called? Joy-Cons? There's nothing wrong with them per se, but Most of you who know me know that I'm like, what, 6'3", 6'4". I'm relatively big. I have massive giant ogre hands, and I need things to match. We played a demo of a game called Snipper Clips. It's kind of like Nintendo's version of what was that? The name of that Sackboy game? Little Big Planet. It's kind of sort of their little version of that. Not quite entirely, but it's like a cutesy little thing with strings and yarn and shit and whatever. And even my brother was complaining about how it's just too small for his hands. So like the default Joy-Cons, they're not really meant for big giant ogres like me. And even a relatively smallish midget like my brother's like 5'5", something like that. Uh, whenever I bring up 5'5", I always remember what Nat said. It's the perfect height for lumping. But yeah, but anyways, so even my brother was complaining about that they're a little too small. So literally, like the next day and a half, he went out and got a pro controller. Oh, sweet Jesus! I forgot how slow these battles take. Nat, Jesus Christ! No, 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 no. All right. Ooh, we leveled it up. Yeah. Ooh, let's do the things real quick before I continue rambling here. Oh, what are you huffing about? 18 wood is like nothing. You old geezer. You know what? Oh, I can't even build nothing. La 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 la. Nope, ain't paying mushrooms. Ain't not paying mushrooms. Nah, fuck it. We'll just scrounge whatever we find. This isn't even a serious count. La 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 la. What are we even focusing on? Strength. Looks like we're just putting it all in strength and a bit in constitution. Looks like. Anyways, this guy. Let's see here. Let's check out whatever provides smalls. Okay. The old bucket. You look like someone who could do anything for a few pieces of gold. You see this bucket? Take it to Blackwater Swamp, and remember, lonely are the brave. Are you gonna do it or not? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so back to rambling. Oh yeah, this is a new thing. I don't remember when's the last thing. You can do a quick skip thing. Anyways, so my brother complained, and he went out and got a Pro Controller Plus, whatever the default name is. It is definitely recommended that you get one if you expect. If you're the Switch is known to be like a portable, like on the go kind of console, like like how the commercial was, like you put it in your backpack and you go wherever. If you're gonna be that person, if you're just gonna be playing like Sudoku or Bomberman, Tetris, whatever, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. But if you expect to dock it to your TV and sit on the couch and have the full console experience, you kind of have to get the Pro Controller Plus, whatever the hell it's called. Unfortunately, that'll set you back about $70 right now. It's only been 3 or 4 days since it's launched, so I'm sure the price will go down at some point. But right now, only less than a week from launch, it's $70. Nat, that's definitely something that you should consider, and you should tell your brother to consider that it's going to cost you an extra $70 or $35 if you're going to split it 50-50. So yeah, that's the thing. Again, there's nothing wrong with the little Joy-Cons, but they're small. There is actually one thing that's technically wrong, is there's a lack of D-pad. For my brother, that was a big thing. Because after years of, traditional gaming, he likes to have a D-pad for his inventory management. And Zelda has a crazy amount of inventory, so which we'll get around to that. Aside from that, my brother did mention that I just want to keep calling it the Wii U, the Wii U Mini, that the Switch does have shitty Wi-Fi reception. but it could also just be us and Comcast, and so take that with a grain of salt. For us, we have about 2, 3 bars, and our router is literally like 3 feet away from the switch. So could be the switch, could just be us and Comcast. Who knows? Another big thing is friend codes. Yeah, my brother is not going to let that one down. Yeah, it's 2017. Friend codes. Nat, you are the first person to receive a friend code. As you saw in the screenshot, I have 0 friends. I'm a weird antisocial loser. If and when you do get one, awesome. You can go ahead and add me. Um, that's about it for the system. The eShop obviously has almost nothing there. There's like 5 games. There's like Bomberman and like Mario Kart and something else. I mean, again, the system's only been out for 3 or 4 days, so there's definitely things that could use improving. Nat, I'm sure you know more about this stuff because again, as I said, I didn't get on any bandwagons because I honestly didn't expect we would have a Switch, so I literally know nothing about it. So if there's anything I'm missing, go ahead and leave a comment there below and or ding me or whatever. And that. Now, the main attraction, the one and only game that everyone's getting it for. Quick little anecdote, side story. My brother went to Target, Best Buy, or wherever the hell, for a midnight release. And, he's in line with other people. They're all getting their Switches. Every single person gets Zelda Breath of the Wild, of course, naturally. Except one. One man dared to be different. One guy got the Switch, and he got Bomberman with it. And my brother said he was just like staring at him for like a minute. He's like, is this really happening? Did this guy just really not get Zelda? But apparently somebody out there didn't give a shit about Zelda and got the Switch for Bomberman. So there's that little anecdote. Anyways, so Zelda Breath of the Wild. Again, I haven't actually played it myself, but I've watched my brother play for about 3 days now, so I do have opinions. To be honest, I'm kind of mixed. Nintendo's definitely trying big, bold new things, trying to break from the traditional formula of the series, and it's kind of hit or miss with me at least. So first big thing, you're in the future and there's technology. It's sort of like a Mad Max situation because all the technology is buried and ancient and shit. This isn't really spoiling anything because it's literally the first 30 seconds of the game. You wake up in a stasis pod, in a computer-generated stasis pod, and you're given a PDA or a Switch of your own, and it has like little dials and knobs and shit. And actually, it's more like Fallout. That's what it's like. It's like Fallout and Skyrim blended together. You have a Pip-Boy, but you still use swords and shields and shit. So it's that. So that was the first kind of big moment, but that's not really that big of an issue because it's still the technology is bare minimum. You could like the Sheikah temples. You can tell they're kind of technologically advanced, but for the most part, it's just higher, just mountains and trees and shit. But so yeah, this PDA that you have, this piece of technology, it has a radar, and it detects other towers. It has like a little Wi-Fi signal, and it has like a little sonar for detecting sound. So it's like, huh? That's not Zelda. The game really feels like a Metal Gear game. Metal Gear 5 because it's more open-ended. You're just sneaking around and you're like paying attention to, heartbeats of enemies and footsteps off in the distance, and It just weird. It just catches you off guard, you know. I mean, Nintendo's trying new things, so that's great. But at the same time, again, huh? You're just like sneaking around all the time, like, uh oh, I hear footsteps down there, and you check your sonar thing, and it starts going like why? It just starts like going like like up and down, up and down. It's oh, they're getting closer, and it's weird. It's just really weird. It's confusing my brain. I feel like I'm playing Metal Gear. Um, so yeah, it's that. Aside from that, it's a big open world game. I mean, it is huge. Sorry. As I said, I've been watching my brother play for 3 days now, and I've honestly not seen him do a single goddamn thing related to the story. I'm not even joking. He's just been I'm gonna let them finish. Okay. He's just been wandering like a village idiot across the countryside. Ooh, there's a rock over there. He has an entire inventory bloated full of like mushrooms and twigs and berries and fuck knows what. He has not done a single story related thing that I've seen. It's just mostly just wandering around Hyrule, just killing random enemies, harvesting ingredients, and just mining and shit. There is mining, by the way. There's uh, black chunks of like obsidian rock, and you crack them open. You can use either like a really heavy weapon or a bomb or whatever, and you pick rocks out of them. Rocks and gems, and so as I said, my brother's just been wandering around like a village idiot, not doing anything story related, which is literally the opposite of most Zelda games. Let me quickly do a voice for this guy. The stamp collection. Hey you, I forgot what voice I gave him. So, hey you, listen to me. Take my precious stamp collection, deliver it to the Black Forest, and always remember to buckle up. Don't forget, bad news is never rewarded. So yeah, Zelda, despite its open-endedness, was always still, well, you got to go here and do this thing, and you got to go here and do this thing. Here, just literally miles and miles, just open terrain and nothing to do, technically speaking, between it. There's mobs of enemies. There's plenty of things to harvest, but there's like nothing else. I mean, you get that sense of like exploration and like climbing the mountain and ooh, look at everything pretty, but again, there's no like things in between, which Zelda is popular for. So it's not bad. It's new and it's different. So I'm kind of torn between it for now. Now, the biggest thing for me is weapon durability. I don't know if this was mentioned in the hype train while Zelda was in development, but there are literally millions of weapons. Branches, trees, sticks, swords, spears, just a whole ton of shit. And you will need every last one of it because it all breaks. Like, I'll watch my brother, he'll find a sword, right? He'll fight an enemy, schwack, 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 your sword has broken. You gotta find a new sword. And the cycle just repeats itself. So I'm not a fan of durability. I'm gonna be honest with you, folks. I'm not a fan. Like games like Diablo and shit, where you got like weapon durability and it goes down and then breaks eventually. Not a fan of that. I like to hoard. I'm a pack rat. I like to hoard. I don't like it when things break. And in Zelda, they break pretty fast too. Or at least maybe because he's at the beginning of the game and doesn't have like space lightsabers or whatever. But right now, basically, like swords break after like 20 swings. Anyone remember the Goron sword in what was it, Majora's Mask? It's like that. Like I was always so hesitant to use it because it's like I only get so many swings with this thing, and then it breaks, and then I got to go all the way back up the mountain and reforge it, and Here, my brother is carrying like literally an armory in his backpack. He's got like 20 swords, 15 sabers, 5 spears, 10 bows, and they all break. They all break after just one or two battles. And For me, that's probably the biggest thing about this new Zelda. Um, I'm really iffy on that. I think maybe that's part of the reason why I haven't started yet, possibly. Because again, as much as my brother plays, he does sleep and he does have a job, so I can easily I can easily play. But so I don't know, peeps. So far I don't hate it. It's just new and it's different, you know. But the main thing for me is again the weapon durability and just constantly swapping. Not a fan of that. Um, so yes, this is my quote unquote quick little rant thingy stuff on the Switch and Breath of the Wild, and I'm losing my voice. Awesome. So, good time to wrap it up, I guess. So, once I actually play the game and once I beat it, if I at least get close to beating it, I'll probably do an actual mailbag episode thing and talk more in depth about it. So, yeah, Nintendo Switch and Zelda Breath of the Wild. My quick little impressions there. And as soon as the battle is done, I am gonna call it a wrap. La 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 la. And that will do it, boys and girls. See you some other time. I will hopefully be getting a new gaming PC soon. So, Nat, I will be getting Overwatch. That's a promise to you. That's a personal promise. I will be getting Overwatch. You will be the first person I will play with. And then I'm going to play all the other things, including Final Fantasy, VX, VX, 9X, Triple X, whatever, and whatever else we need to derp on. So yeah, this is Grenade signing off. Bye bye till sayonara. If you want, check out the rest of my videos and shit. Although I'm not like most YouTubers and I don't really care about view counts. Yep. See ya.